So today we're going to the grocery store. This is a trip I do multiple times every week, and it's really easy to do by bike. So I'm starting here at the East End Market, which is my departure point for all of these short trips around town. I'm going to take Commercial Street because it's a slow street. So we're heading along Commercial Street into the center of town. I really love riding on this street in the off season because there's so few cars and few pedestrians. It's chilly this morning. It's only 39 degrees, 11-mile-per-hour winds. So it's a brisk ride. It's overcast. It's a little after 10 a.m. Ooh. Feels a bit breezier than 11 miles per hour. Looks like it's trash day for someone up ahead here. Morning. We just passed a True Value hardware store van. If you want to find the video about my trip to the hardware store, it's in the playlist that I'll link up above. So the kinds of places that I'm doing on these short rides around town are everyday destinations, you know. The drugstore, the supermarket, the post office, the bank, you know. It just occurred to me I don't have the bank on the list to do. Ooh. We just passed a cleaning company that's apparently steam cleaning something. That's what that noise was. The clock there above Cuffy says it's 9 a.m., so that is still on Eastern Standard Time. Hasn't switched to daylight savings time that we are in right now. Passing Town Hall in the center of town. what's playing at the cinema here. The Lost City and the Batman. One of the things that I've noticed in small towns is that there are key destinations that are trip generators. So they're the places that people go to all the time, places like the post office and the kinds of things that I'll cover in these videos that you'll find on YouTube. And when those uses move apart and move to the outskirts of a place, that's when community starts to break down. People start to drive their cars more. They can't kind of go to a town center and do all their errands and then head home. They have to go from place to place. So a town like Provincetown, fortunately, still has its post offices, its banks, its movie theater, all still right in the center of town. So I just turned right onto Winthrop Street. We're going to take this straight ahead. So I just said, of course, that if those frequent destinations are clustered, it makes it a lot easier to do your daily trips. The grocery store here is an example of where it did move. It used to be in a slightly more central location, and it moved to a more commercial zone out here on Shank Painter Road. Which is zoned as general commercial in the town zoning bylaws. And that means, there's a lot more uses that are allowed there. Unfortunately, the supermarket is your typical, strip mall type supermarket. Big parking lot and all that stuff. And I wonder sometimes if the reason that they're built that way is because that's what the zoning requires. So many communities adopted what I call template zoning back in the 60s and 70s. They started to make places all the same and have the same requirements regardless of whether they were appropriate for a particular town. So this is a good example where a relatively recent grocery store development kind of broke the pattern. So when I come here, I like to park in these little extra spaces. I'm gonna zoom down or tilt down so you can see it. A lot of parking lots have these triangular spaces at the end of parking aisles. They're great for fitting a cargo bike. So that's where I usually park, in one of these. You can see that car up ahead, the silver one. Didn't quite fit in its own lines, so I do go for the bigger ones. The supermarket here also has bike parking, but it's these old bike racks. You can see, people use them in all sorts of different ways. So they're not great bike racks, but they do the job. They give you somewhere to lock to. Like you can see that red bike. He just took half the rack and locked his bike to it. He even took his saddle with him. So yeah. In the summertime, they take over a couple of parking spaces in the parking lot and put out a number of bike racks. That's one thing that I'd like to work on with the management folks here at the grocery store, is to get the bike parking a bit more modern and make it available in the same place year round. So that was the trip to the supermarket. Pretty easy. What's it like to ride to the supermarket in your community? Is it this easy? Is it a challenge? Is it something that you would never ever even think of trying? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what it's like where you live. And if you're interested in these everyday bike rides, take a look at the playlist up above. I'm doing a whole bunch of these and I hope you enjoy them. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.